Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the reality section of Coach Yourself to Success using the GROW model so you can finally get what you want. Now's the time to get into reality and not reality television. So let's take a look at something else that John Whitmore said. And he said, it's surprising how often a thorough investigation of reality throws up the answer, even before the later stages of coaching, often because the very posing of the question reveals to the client that they haven't done anything at all. I couldn't agree with Mr. Whitmore anymore. I've seen this day in and day out with my own clients. We all tell ourselves stories. Now, sometimes those stories are true, and sometimes those stories are not true. But we do tell ourselves stories. And when we dig a little bit, and we ask ourselves the right questions, and we go a little bit deeper, we find out that our reality and the story that we're telling us about our reality isn't necessarily true. And we find out that maybe we really haven't done anything at all to get to our goal. So let's take a look at our reality now in terms of our goal. So we need to answer the question, where am I right now? Where am I right now? Coaching is about going from point A to point B. So we need to know what point A is. Otherwise, how do we get to point B? Do we go this way? Do we go this way? Do we go this way? We don't know. So we need to establish where we are right now. Now, we're going to answer several questions from our worksheet. So at the end of this video, I want you to get that worksheet out and go through these questions, and you'll be amazed to see how you can examine your reality in just a few questions. Okay. So what's happening right now? What obstacles are in your way? Why haven't you achieved this goal? What's working for you right now? So what's good right now? What is really working well for you? And write all this out. What's working well for you? What isn't working well for you? So we want to find out now where the gap is. So we're here at point A, and we want to be at point B. So this gap, how big is this gap? Is it big? Is it little? What is in that gap? Or what isn't in that gap? Okay. So we also want to see what our expectations are. Okay. Do we have expectations? And let me give you an example. Say you want to buy $1 million home. Right? This is your goal. Okay, great. So where are you right now in terms of that? Do you have a job? If you don't, it's going to be hard pressed to make this goal a reality. Or not. It still could be very possible for you, but you just have to determine this gap. And then we have to know how to fill this gap so that we can get here, or how to cross this gap. Okay? Now, also, let's say that you still want to buy that $1 million home, and that's your long-term goal, and your short-term goal now is to make $50,000 a year. Well, I'm not sure that at $50,000 a year you're going to actually be able to buy $1 million home. You could maybe, but it's going to be very difficult. Okay, so that expectation isn't real. Or that expectation isn't going to help you get to your goal. So your reality, we need to take a look at it. Okay. So other expectations that you might have, why haven't they been met? Okay. So everything about where you are, you need to take a deep introspection about your current situation now. Find out that gap. See how big, how little that gap is, how wide, how narrow that gap is. And then we can determine how to bridge it. So again, get your worksheet out right now. Don't wait. Don't even wait for me to finish talking. Get it out now. Start writing out your reality. Start examining where you are right now and what it's going to take to get you to where you want to go. Take action right now, folks. And I'll see you in the next video.